Hello, welcome to the Tulpae and Hypnoponies experimenting channel. This is the channel in which I will be experimenting on the two concepts of Tulpae and Hypnoponies, both of which I find as to be interesting subjects. I'll probably be doing other videos, but as for now, those are the two things that I'll be doing. I would like to let you all know that I don't have a full understanding of what a Tulpa really is. From what I found by definition, it is a being or object that is created in the imagination by visualization techniques. So you could, as other people have called it, an imaginary friend. You could refer to it as that. Honestly, I don't think it's really counting as that. I think it refers to, well, not refers to, it is more like an advanced imaginary friend, as I've been told that you can interact with it with all five senses, and it can generally be anything. Anyways, I am in the process of making a tulpa as I make these videos. Um, this is the tulpa that I will be making. As you can see, it is not just a human. It's a character that previously has existed and still kind of does exist, not in the real world, but it exists. So, I'm making a tulpa based off of a pony. Um, and of course, you should expect this from me, as the channel doesn't primarily focus on Tulpae. It also focuses on the entire concept of Hypnoponies. Ponies is in the title. I mean, seriously, what were you going to expect? So, I've been trying to make the Tulpa since, let's see. I'm recording this video on June 12th, 2016. And if I look at my notes here, I started Tuesday, uh, May 17th. So that was over a month ago. Um, which also reminds me, I have notes on my phone right here. So I'm gonna read these because this is the few notes that I actually have. So, Tuesday, I set to work on making a Pinkie Pie tulpa. My eyes were shut, my lights were off, and I was in bed. I was in the room I'm filming in right now. I was bed. These are covers. I opened my eyes after a few minutes of tulpa forcing. Tulpa forcing is pretty much like shutting your eyes and generally referring to your tulpa, focusing on your tulpa, and trying to make it exist. I saw a black blob for a moment before it faded away. My legs were pretty much straight out, and there was a black blob in between my legs. Like, my arms were my legs, the space in between where my head is, there was a black blob. But it faded away as I stared at it. I was I was excited at this point. I saw something out of the corner of my eye. It was my left side. It was pretty much where there's no, like, here's a wall. There's a wall right here. See how there's a wall? And this way there's a drop that goes off my bed and onto the ground. I saw something black moving over there. It was just a, I don't know what it was. I stopped working on Pinkie Pie and decided to make a wonderland for her. A wonderland is basically when you shut your eyes, there's normally what you would see as a black space, but if you make a wonderland, that the wonderland is going to replace that black space, and is where you can interact with your tulpa, not in the real world. So I could be in my bed, I could shut my eyes, go to my wonderland, and interact with my tulpa there. I have not seen my tulpa there fully yet. I have seen her face and a little bit of her body, but that was it. While making it, I heard a female voice say something unintelligible. I called her name, no response. I went to bed after this. This is all true. I shut my eyes and I heard something. I heard something. I didn't understand what it said, but it definitely said something. Now, the entire thing of making a tulpa also kind of connected with Hypnoponies. This is the next day. I woke, got dressed, etc., then left for school. Not much happened except that in homeroom I heard a female voice say, "Hey, Fluttershy," almost like they were calling my name. I even asked if anyone heard that, but got no response from any students or the voice I heard. Now the reason why they said, hey, Fluttershy, is because the Hypnoponies thing I did wasn't just, you know, I didn't just hypnotize myself to be any pony, I hypnotized myself to be Fluttershy. I was in Fluttershy mode when I heard the voice, which is very interesting. I didn't actually expect to be referred to that as, you know. I later heard a squeak on the bus ride home, which made me realize the problems of owning a tulpa. The problems I discovered is that if I have a tulpa and I hear a noise and I ask, if my tulpa said my name, then I would say, hmm? Like, I would look to where I heard the noise, and if nothing was sitting there, then someone might notice and then be like, who are you talking to? I have no problems explaining what a tulpa is, but yeah. Next day, I told two of my friends about trying to make a tulpa and explained it all to them. One of them thinks that making a tulpa is essentially making yourself go insane. This is today's log, Sunday. Since June 5th, 2016, the friend that said making a tulpa was making yourself go insane, he has since changed his opinion on what making a tulpa is. And he's fine with me making a tulpa. You know, the entire concept of it, you know, and the fact that it's a pony. He's joked around with me. He's joked around with me with it too. And right here it says, I can't specify exactly when I began feeling it, but I can feel the presence of something with me, which could be the tulpa. And as I speak, yes, I can feel the presence of something here. I can't identify it, but I do feel something that's not really here, which is very interesting. Also, back in 6th grade, I think it was, or maybe 5th, I claimed that I had made a tulpa. I never even knew it was called a tulpa, though. I just said, oh, hey, I have this pony that I can see. I can see this pony, and it's in my head. Sound familiar? I also said that I could switch places with it, which you can also do with a tulpa, if the tulpa is fully developed. So I basically met a tulpa before I even knew what a tulpa was, which is probably one of the most interesting things I've ever had happen to me. I guess that's it. There's nothing else really to cover. I have everything that I need to do. Talked about all the notes that I have. So yeah. Thank you for watching this video. I think the next video, for sure, will be covering Hypnoponies, which is a very interesting concept and topic to talk about. I will be making more videos explaining the whole Tulpa ordeal and how it's all working. So yeah, see you then. Bye guys.